Hey, it's your girl Shar, and welcome back to Shar's World Life Unfiltered podcast. Today, we're getting real about something we've all faced at some point, those tough setbacks that make you go, why me? But hold up, wait a minute, because setbacks aren't the end of the story, they're just the plot twist in your epic life saga. So, if you've been feeling stuck, down, or unsure about your next move, this episode is for you. We're diving into how to turn those lemons into some sweet lemonade. You know what? Ignore that. Into a lemon souffle. Yum, 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 yum. Let's turn things around with fun, love, and some unfiltered realness. Ready? Let's jump in. So, first things first, can we please normalize having setbacks? Can we? It's a normal thing. Believe it or not, they're completely normal. It's like bills and having a bad hair day. Everyone has to deal with them. Everyone. You may have lost a job, went through a breakup, or faced a big flop in your passion project. But here's the thing. Here's the tea. A setback doesn't define you. It actually redirects you. Let's talk about why these moments happen. I'm going to give you 3 reasons to shift your mindset. Reason number 1. Growth requires challenges. You can't grow muscles without a little weight, babe. So, keep that in mind. Number 2. Failures build resilience. Think of a setback as your little life gym. Every time you fail, you're getting stronger. And number 3, sometimes it's divine redirection. What if the thing you lost wasn't the right fit for the amazing you that's about to show up? For example, I'm going to tell you a little story about a setback that I had faced a few years ago. And I had to have some talking and whatnot to really overcome it. So let's get real, let's get deep into the setback. So, whilst working at my current job that I will be returning to, I had applied to be a one-on-one call handler. Wanted something a little bit different to what I do, because I've got a lot of experience with customer service, retail, that sort of thing. So I wanted to try my hand at something. So I was like, okay, one-on-one call handler shouldn't be that bad. Did my interviews, did my assessment, passed. Then it came to training. I think, if I remember correctly, training was for 2 weeks. Was it? Yeah, I think it was about 2 weeks. And there's a lot of information. We had to get ready for like an assessment. And I remember my mom walking into my room and she saw me revising, practicing, and she was like, "What role did you apply for again?" And I was like, "A call handler." And she's like, "So why do you need to learn all of this? Because this is stuff that I had to learn whilst I was doing my degree in nursing." I was like, I don't know, maybe just in case we have to deal with these on the call. I don't know. So I made like loads of notes, writing it down. Remember, being dyslexic, have to write everything down and then do my own notes. Then it came just to have the assessment. So at the time, I let the like the teacher who was doing like the trainer know that I was dyslexic. So that allowed me to have extra time on my test, which was a godsend. Um, and also being dyslexic, uh, every now and again I put my hand up so that he could read the question out to me so that I could break it down in my head again. Um, so I'm like, right, okay, right, I've got this. I've come this far. I've done 2 weeks of training, done all my revision. I know the answers. Doing it. I failed by 2 or 3 marks. And literally felt like my world had fallen apart because I essentially had left my previous job to do this because I was certain that I was going to pass. So I left so that I could obviously just do the training and whatnot. Failed the assessment. I think we got to retake it again the next day. I don't know, that could be wrong. And I got escorted off the premises, which is a bit bizarre to me. Yeah, so I got escorted and sat in my car and I cried because I've been working since I was 18 years old and I've never not been in a job. So for me not to have a backup job was so scary. So rang my auntie, cried, oh, didn't get it, I failed, I've got nothing, I'm not working at my other job, I don't know what to do. Like, this is my whole reaction. I cried on the drive home, which was a 10-minute drive. It felt like half an hour. And my dad was leaving because he'd done a night shift. Made myself a cup of coffee, walked upstairs, closed my bedroom door. I can laugh now, but at the time it weren't funny. Put my head underneath the duvet, cried, cried until I had no more tears. Then my mum came home and I broke down and I told her, I was like, Mom, I didn't pass. I have nothing to fall back on. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'll find like a job now. Like, I was really stressing, and my mum was like, these things happen for a reason. There's a reason why you didn't pass. There's a reason why God doesn't want you to do this. And then she was like, have you thought about asking if you can go back to your previous work? And I was like, after I left, you got to be kidding me. And she was like, just swallow your ego and pride and ask. So I sent an email, subject, help, because I was so dramatic. And thankfully, I was able to get my job that I left back because I wasn't gone for that long. When I tell people this, I tell them that I just had like a little had like a mini breakdown and I wanted a break. But it was a redirection because as soon as I went back to my original job, this opportunity came up to be part of a different team where we just deal with just like one system. And I was like, please put me forward, because it was like Monday to Fridays, 9 to 5. I was like, please put me forward, please put me forward. And I was part of that team. I was like, you know what, things do happen for a reason. So if you don't get something, there's a reason behind it, and don't let it obviously set you back. It's going to point you in the right direction. So now that we know that setbacks are basically a setup for a comeback, Let's talk strategy. Here's your 5 step glow up blueprint to reinvent yourself and bounce back better. Step one, make sure you've got a pen and paper or you've got your notes, whatever. Process the pain. It's okay to cry, scream, or eat an entire tub of ice cream. Feel the feels, but don't let it take over. I think I felt my feels. We'll be using my story. I think I used I I really got into my feelings because I don't think I let it go for at least a good few days, and I wasn't really eating that much. All I could do was cry and cry and cry. But it's okay. I was crying until I couldn't cry no more, and made sure that I didn't have a reason to cry anymore. Step two, reassess and reframe. So this is where you start to ask yourself questions such as, what's the lesson here? Because every setback comes with a hidden nugget of wisdom. So my lesson from me not getting the 111 call handler role in my head is it wasn't the right role or the right job suitable for me. It would be too stressful and something that I personally couldn't handle. So it was a good thing that I couldn't do it anyway. Step three, set new goals. Don't just dust yourself off. You stand up and you aim higher. So once I dusted myself off and got over it, because I can be very dramatic, I set myself new goals of trying to evolve, try to move up the ladder. Me being part of this new team was just one step, because that's me learning different skills and like kind of like teaching people on my team a skill set that they may have not had that I've got, and vice versa. So I was able to show a bit of like management, a bit of responsibility. That's how I saw it in my eyes. That was my goal. Step four is to upgrade your skills. May that be joining a group, and joining like a dance class or anything else. Reinvention is literally about adding to your toolkit. So I learned new skills within my job role, but then I've now also had skills based on that little bit of training on like not so much first aid, but signs for certain illnesses and stuff like that. Um, but still upgrade your skills, because I tend to do free online courses in like mental health and stuff like that. You get like your little certificate, add it to your CV, just expands your knowledge and then makes you more, like knowledgeable. And step five is surround yourself with positivity. Your tribe vibes with your glow up, so pick wisely. So you don't want to be around a negative Nancy. You want to be around a positive Polly. That's what you want. And as I'm talking to you guys about this, it's making me reevaluate what 2025 is going to look like. I want to be around people who are going to be positive, who are going to be uplifting. I don't want to be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Like, how are you feeling today? Oh, it's Mondays and I just can't wait for the weekend to arrive. All right. Miss negativity, park it, don't want to hear it. Positivity, that's all I want. Then we can all grow. I want to be able to talk about aspirations, dreams, all the happiness. I don't want negativity near me at all. No negativity, no negative. Just give me positive vibes. I just want positive vibes only. So, based on these 5 steps, these amazing 5 steps, 5 stars, right? Which of these steps resonates with you the most right now? Drop me a DM, a comment, or just shout it out loud. Let's keep it interactive. I want to know because I am nosy. Alright? I've said it. I'm nosy. Which one do you resonate with more? Please tell me. Now, let's have some real talk. You know I can't leave you hanging without some inspiration. So let's talk about a few people who have turned setbacks into their glow ups. J.K. Rowling, famous for, Harry Potter, my favourite films. My husband through, Harry Potter World, which I want to go to again because it's been years since I last went. But did you know that the lovely J.K. Rowling, she was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was actually published? Now she's got an empire. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oprah Winfrey. She was fired from her first TV job and told she wasn't fit for television. She obviously proved them wrong because now she's got her own television. She's got her own show. You can't tell her nothing. Can't tell her nothing. And story number 3, drum roll. Your comeback story is already in the making, and this is your sign to embrace it. If you're listening to this episode, embrace it. Your comeback is already starting. It's in the making. You just gotta keep mixing it, and you'll do it. You will absolutely do it. Because if they can do it, so can you. So now let's get into the nitty-gritty of how you'll make it happen. So we're going to have a look at my tips and tricks of bouncing back with style. So my favorite part is my top 5 tips for bouncing back like a pro. Create a daily gratitude list. Start and end each day focusing on what's right in your life. If you want a little piece of advice, I have this little app called Trello, and I've got like a board 2025, and I've listed everything that I want to do. But a daily gratitude list is going to work wonders, and this is actually something I'm taking with me into 2025. So join me on that journey. Revamp your look. Sometimes a haircut or a different outfit can really shift your energy instantly. This is something I have actually been doing because I've been going to the gym. I've put my membership on pause for a little while because I just need a little break. But when it was my birthday, I had my eyelashes done for the first time. I had my eyebrows done, like brow lamination, and I had my nails done, which I haven't had done for ages. I felt absolutely beautiful. I felt confident. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get these done again. Just the smallest little thing just gave me that massive boost of confidence, and I'm trying to find my style again in terms of like clothing because obviously I've got like a little mum belly, which I will be working on in like the new year. We're trying to find like a style that says me, and as weird as it sounds, I kind of like brats, so I might try and go down like my little 90s era type stage. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. It's always good to practice visualization. So imagine your comeback. What does it look like? Feel like? If you want, do a little mood board or like not necessarily a mood board, like a vision board. At least then you've got that constant reminder of what your comeback is going to look like. And that's your constant reminder to keep going, and don't stop. Remember to celebrate every small win, because a reinvention isn't a one and done thing. Celebrate every little victory. Didn't have, like, for example, for me, I get happy when I know I've only had two caffeinated drinks because I'm reducing my caffeine intake. That's my little win. I'm like, I did it. I didn't have any sweet treats. My little win. They all just add up. So, always start small and celebrate every small win that you do have. Stay curious and keep learning. So, life setbacks are a teacher in disguise. So keep going. Anything that you do learn, take a note of it. Anything that you're unsure of, search it and dive into it a little bit more, because you can only really teach yourself. And any setback that you do have, you can look back and be like, okay, why did this happen? In fact, how can I switch it to, okay, fine, cool, this is what I'm gonna do, that sort of thing. If you have any of your own bounce back tips, please share them with me, and with our little amazing Char's World community. We'd love to know. So if you got any tips, please share them. It'd be nice for us to all help and support each other. Wow, what a ride that was today. We've learned that setbacks are just setups, laid out a glow up blueprint, and even shared some epic comeback stories. Remember, reinvention isn't about erasing the past, it's about evolving into the best version of you. So go out there and embrace your journey and keep growing. Before I go, don't forget to hit subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your bestie who might need a little inspo today. Until next time, keep it real, keep it fun, and keep living unfiltered. I'll see you soon.